She danced on TikTok by day and murdered her sister by night. One moment, she's lip-syncing to trending sounds. The next, she's covered in blood, standing in the snow, telling 911, "I stabbed my sister." What would make a 14-year-old girl kill her disabled sibling in cold blood, while her parents were asleep just down the hall? This is the Payback tapes, and tonight, we're pressing play on one of the darkest TikTok cases you've never forgotten. Claire Miller seemed like a regular teen from suburban Pennsylvania, quiet, well-liked, and active on social media. She wasn't famous on TikTok, but her videos were typical: goofy filters, trending sounds, normal Gen Z stuff. But on February 22, 2021, that illusion shattered. Just before 1 a.m., Claire dialed 911. Calm, almost detached. She confessed that she had just murdered her sister Helen, a 19-year-old with severe cerebral palsy, who was completely nonverbal and wheelchair-bound. When police arrived, they found Claire outside, in the cold, with blood on her pants and hands. Inside the house, Helen was in her bed, a knife still lodged in her neck. This wasn't an accident, it wasn't a cry for help. It was deliberate, and no one saw it coming. Claire waited until everyone in the house was asleep. She retrieved a kitchen knife, walked into her sister's room, and stabbed her, multiple times, directly in the throat. Then she called 911 and told the dispatcher she had killed her sister. When asked if Helen was still breathing, Claire allegedly replied, "I don't think so." Investigators later said it was one of the most disturbing scenes they'd ever witnessed. The Miller household was quiet, stable, and supportive. There were no signs of abuse or dysfunction, and Claire had no history of violence, outbursts, or even serious behavioral issues. So, what happened? Here's where things get murky, and where theories spiral. Claire had posted TikToks that same day. In one of them, she lip-synced to a sound that said, "I'm not the villain, but I'm not exactly the hero either." At the time, it felt like teenage melodrama. In hindsight, it feels like a warning shot. Some believe Claire resented her sister. Caring for someone with such high needs, especially as a teen, can create emotional strain, guilt, even suppressed rage. Was this murder an act of buried resentment finally boiling over? Others think it was a severe mental health crisis. Claire reportedly struggled with depression and intrusive thoughts. Could this have been psychosis? A break from reality? What's chilling is how methodical she was. No panic, no breakdown, just execution. She went to bed knowing what she planned to do. And she did it. When the case hit the media, people were horrified. A 14-year-old TikToker, a vulnerable disabled sister, a knife, blood in the snow. It didn't feel real. What made it worse? Claire had no clear motive, no abuse, no warning, no fight, just stillness, and then violence. On TikTok, her old videos were flooded with comments like, "This girl murdered her sister and posted a TikTok hours before?" You never know what people are hiding. And that's the truth. Social media shows us who people want to be, not who they are. Claire was charged with homicide as an adult under Pennsylvania law. She pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in 2023, just 2 years after the crime. She's now serving life in prison without parole. She was 14 when she did it, 16 when she was convicted, and she'll likely die behind bars. No viral fame, no second chance. Just a name etched into a tragic, unforgettable case. So what do you think drove Claire to do it? Was this a moment of psychosis, a silent buildup of pressure, or something darker, something we still don't understand? Drop your theories in the comments. This is one case that still leaves us with more questions than answers. And if stories like this get under your skin like they do ours, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There are more tapes to uncover. This was the Payback tapes, where revenge is raw, justice is jagged, and sometimes the scariest monsters live right down the hall. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.